halftime.
Thank you.
Back to you, Ken.
Thanks a lot, Daniela. Our locker room interviews all season long brought to you by McLaren and the Carmanis Cancer Institute, your best chance.
I think David Fromm is trying to probably find his spot on the team. I think he was so good last year. I sang his praises all the time, especially in that power play. But he's come on now. We've got back on that top line with Dylan Lark and Lucas Raymond. That group has been really good now in the last probably 2 weeks. And, you know, it's difficult when you're the top line, but you're also the best defensive line. And that's really the job description of that group. They're always out against the other team's top line, yet they're expected to produce offensively, so they've done a great job these last 5-6 games.
David Perron did pick up the lone assist on that Larkin goal that gave the Red Wings a 1-0 lead, 2:44 into the game.
And again, the top line sensational for the LA Kings and Alex Laferriere.
Starting route to McDonald's. Head north on Highland Avenue, then turn left onto Nebraska Avenue.
And he can put that puck away.
The Red Wings take on the Tampa Bay Lightning Sunday, January 21st. Be one of the first 7,500 fans in attendance. Take home a Jake Wallman Gritty bobblehead presented by Little Caesars. Where tickets go to
turn left.
Right now.
Ben John Cooper, the Tampa Bay Lightning at home tonight against Anaheim. That's a winnable hockey game, but you never know in today's National Hockey League, and every game important for the LA for the Tampa Bay Lightning.
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Which is 1 point in the playoffs, so if you don't win a hockey game, a couple teams do win. You find yourself a couple of teams points down in the standings. So it's going to be a wild finish for this NHL season.
Well, we expected a tight hockey game, and certainly after 20 minutes, we have one. A 1-1 tie between the Red Wings and the Los Angeles Kings. First period break is brought to you by your Southeast Michigan Ford dealers. Think Ford first. Beanie Howell is in our 1-800-CALL-SAM studios. He's coming up next. This is your home for Detroit Red Wings hockey, presented by Comerica.
When it comes to your career, it's time to get off the sidelines and into the game by checking out the opportunities at UWM, the #1 mortgage lender in America. UWM offers paid training, a unique and diverse culture, and perks and benefits that are crowd favorites, like free tickets to concerts and sporting events. With plenty of entry-level positions available and no mortgage experience necessary, there could be a spot for you in our lineup. Join our team and be a fan of where you work. Start your search today at UWMjobs.com.
I'm attorney Mark Bernstein at the Sam Bernstein Law Firm. We're tough, and we never, ever back down. The Detroit Lions are the toughest team in football, and that's why we're proud partners. 1-800-CALL-SAM and the Detroit Lions, the two toughest teams in town. When you need a lion in the courtroom, call us. We'll never stop fighting for you and your family. That's the Bernstein Advantage. 1-800-CALL-SAM or callsam.com.
It's game day. Under the big lights, on the ice, in the paint, and in the neighborhood park.
Turn
Whenever
right.
you shop Meijer, you help support hundreds of local sports teams.
At the next
across
stop
the
sign,
Midwest,
turn left.
so we can all come together to root for
Proceed
our
to the
home
route.
team. From the littlest of littles to the larger-than-life pros. Because when you shop Meijer, you don't just shop for yourself and your family, you shop for your entire community. You create moments to celebrate and opportunities for people in your community to live, to learn, to work, and to play. And that's the greatest play of all. You make sure game day is every day of the week. Meijer is proud to sponsor the Detroit Red Wings and hundreds of local sports teams across the Midwest. Detroiters know greatness when they see it, and this season, DoorDash is bringing Hockeytown the best of the neighborhood. As an official partner of the Detroit Red Wings, DoorDash has you covered with delivery from restaurants, grocery stores, convenience shops, and retailers that you know and love. Whether you need snacks and drinks for the third period, or groceries and household items to get you through the week, you can order it all from neighborhood spots on DoorDash. Get the things you love and support the community you love too. Download the DoorDash app and order today.
Back here at the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio, I'm Beanie Howell. Red Wings and Kings meeting for the second time in 9 days. Detroit looking to sweep the season series. We're all tied up at 1 after 1 at LCA. Your first period scoring summary is brought to you by Dynatrace. Cloud done right. Well, it didn't take long for Captain Dylan Larkin to get the Wings going tonight. Just before the 3-minute mark, his wrister from a sharp angle found the back of the net before LA goalie Cam Talbot knew what happened.
No score in the opening period. 2 minutes and 40 seconds gone by. Larkin now scores from the left side goal line. The Chapman sharp angle shot, beating the goaltender Cam Talbot.
At the stop sign, turn right onto California Avenue, then turn left onto Franklin Road.
13-6. 4 minutes of play later, Quentin Byfield evened things up for the Kings on the power play, so the Red Wings penalty kill streak ends at 22 and 10 games. Until that goal at about the 7-minute mark tonight, Detroit hadn't surrendered a score while shorthanded in nearly a month. You'd have to go back to December 18th versus...
At the next stop sign, turn left.
Kopitar bumped it back on the line to Doughty, front of the Red Wing bench. Left circle feed, Fiala backhands it in front. Here's a chance and they score. Byfield got the feed from Kopitar, and he fires it in. It's a power play goal.
At the stop sign, turn left onto Franklin Road.
We still are 1-1 after 1 between the Wings and Kings in Detroit. When we come back, we'll catch up with Paul Woods in our first period intermission conversation. You're listening to Detroit Red Wings Hockey.
The new year brings a new Ford from Jack Dimmer Ford. Take advantage of tremendous lease offers to kick off the new year. This month, Ford AC customers can get a 24-month lease on the 2024 Ford Edge SEL AWD for $249 a month with $1989 due at signing. No security deposit required and includes $2,000 straight assist plus $1,000 renewal.
In 3/4 of a mile, turn right onto West Square Lake Road.
Or discover the Dimmer difference at Jack Dimmer Ford on Michigan Avenue, a mile and a half east of I-275 in Wayne.
Are aches, pains, or injuries keeping you on the sidelines? At Athletica, our movement experts are here to help you turn your setbacks into comebacks and create a personalized game plan for your recovery. With no prescription or referral needed, Athletico Physical Therapy is where your comeback story begins. Get started today by scheduling a free assessment at Athletico.com.
At the next light, turn right.
Hey, it's John Jansen with Necessary Roughness. Join me and my partner, former Super Bowl champ and Pro Bowler TJ Lang, as we break down everything that happens with the Detroit Lions on the field and off. Where else can you hear two former offensive linemen, the smartest guys on the field, break down what the Lions are doing, the pros and the cons? Hey, we'll break down what happened on the field. We'll also give you keys to the game as they lead up to every single game this season. Download us on the Odyssey app or wherever you get your podcast.
Get your next Ford vehicle from a winning team you can trust. Visit us online at BillBrownFord.com. That's BillBrownFord.com. It's just one more reason you'll do better.
At the light, use the right 2 lanes to turn onto West Square Lake Road. Then take a slight right turn onto South Telegraph Road.
Welcome back to the 1-800-CALL-SAM studio. Beanie Howell here. The Wings and Kings all knotted up at 1 after 1. Now it's time for our first intermission conversation with Paul Woods. And Paul, the Wings officially crossed the midway point of the season tonight. This is game number 42. They're just 2 points out of the final wild card spot in the Eastern Conference. What do you see that has to change?
At the light, use the right lane to take a slight right turn onto South Telegraph Road.
Right there now and again, just a commitment to defense. And if you look at the 11 worst goals against average in the National Hockey, just one of those teams makes the playoffs, and that's the Tampa Bay Lightning. And they're barely in because they played more games than most teams, so they're probably out too. So I think it's commitment to defense. I keep talking about the Winnipeg Jets. Nobody expected them to make the playoffs this year in the Western Conference. Not only making the playoffs, they're first overall in the NHL. They've gone 31 games, not allowing the opposing team to score more than 3 goals. So there's a little message there, a little secret there. The Wings have bought into that now. They've done the same thing now in the last 4 games, and when you know it, they picked up 7 points in those 4 games. So I think it's message sent. I think the players understand it. It's going to be better defense. We're getting better goaltending now. Alex Lyon's been much, much better. And all of a sudden now the Wings again looking like a playoff team.
Yeah, and they're playing a lot of playoff teams too, right? So that helps. This is a good measuring stick opportunity this month. This is the second of 9 consecutive games against NHL teams currently in the playoffs. So how do you think they've measured up so far?
Well, it's going to be good, Beanie. You know, we're a good team too, you know, and you're right about those teams. They've got good teams, great records and stuff, but reality, Kings one of the best defensive teams in the National Hockey League.
In a quarter mile, turn right into the parking lot.
So there's not much difference between most teams in the National Hockey League. Parity's the name of the game, but we can handle ourselves against anybody. There's no team in the NHL we can't beat if we play our game.
Definitely. And Jake Wallman, I wanted to talk about him for a minute. You mentioned earlier, you and Ken were talking about what a massive game he had against the Oilers the other night, blocking 7 shots. He winds up leaving with the stinger, but finished.
Turn right into the parking lot.
He was sick earlier in the week, too, so he's out tonight. What are you seeing different out there without Wallman?
Shane Gostisbehere played with minutes this side. He's done a good job. They both played over 7 minutes in the opening period, so That's the thing about the Red Wings, and General Manager Steve Yzerman did a good thing in the offseason. We became a very deep organization. We've got the 3 NHL goaltenders.
You've entered the parking lot for your
NHL defensemen
destination.
on our roster. We've got 13 NHL players.
Arrived.
The other part of it, we've got NHL players down the American Hockey League just waiting for that opportunity again. So we're a hungry organization. Everybody wants to play. They want to win. So I think this depth of organization is probably the biggest advantage right now for Detroit and the biggest change since last year.
Yeah, for sure, and part of that is Alex Lyon. You talked about him a minute ago. Let's circle back to him because, man, that has been some excellent depth, and he has been absolutely fantastic, especially the last 3 games where he's had a .930 save percentage each night, standing on his head out there and not exactly doing light work either. He's facing a ton of shots, over 120 shots, 3 games coming into tonight. Paul, is he the guy, and what do the Wings do? Ville Husso starting to skate again. It looks like Alex Lyon is starting to emerge as their guy.
He looks to me as the number 1 goaltender, Dean. But again, those are good problems for the organization. They want that. They just don't want to have one guy and it's all on one guy's shoulders. They want everybody competing for that job. And that's the thing about him, Beanie. He said no one gave him the job. He didn't play for the first couple months of the season. It was Alex Lyon and James Reimer playing, and he wasn't involved in it. But he's got that mental strength, that mental toughness. Beanie, I've done this for a long time.
middle of the blue line. Shane Gostisbehere to Larkin in the high slot. Fired the puck, it's blocked.
Broken stick.
And another penalty coming up. That shot, Moore blocked it with a stick. It broke it too, and then he actually played the puck down the ice with that broken stick, so that's a minor penalty.
That took skill in itself to be able to knock that puck out past the blue line and play the stick off, but a mental mistake that time by Trevor Moore. 5-on-3 now coming up for the Wings for the next 31 seconds, and they're already huddled up, talking things over. Back on the ice comes Patrick Kane and Alex DeBrincat. Red Wing man advantage coming up, brought to you by Carbless, the preferred ready-to-drink cocktail of your Detroit Red Wings. Big moment of the hockey game for the Wings, two-man advantage. Moore gets the penalty at 9:08. Red Wings have the face-off where they want it, circled to the right of Talbot, the Kings goaltender. It's a very important face-off, one of the more important face-offs of the game right now. Kopitar against Larkin.
The best of the business going in for the face-off right now, deep in the LA zone. From the face-off, Larkin wins the draw. Kane moves it over to the left point. Red Wings regroup. Here is Gostisbehere to Kane. Shoots the puck off a stick in front. Larkin scores on the rebound. Goal number 2 in the game for him. More importantly, the Red Wings remain on the power play. It's 2-1 Detroit.
That's a big, big goal for the Red Wings, obviously. But again, if you tie that back into the missed breakaway by Adrian Kempe, it could have been a short-handed goal, 2-1 LA. Now they're down to 2-1. Patrick Kane again just gets it towards the net. It bounces off the goaltender perfectly back out to front. And Dylan Larkin puts it past for Cam Talbot. It's a big, good goal for Larkin and the Red Wings.
That goal by Dylan, another DTE Energy Light the Lamp goal. Score more energy savings at home. Visit DTEenergy.com.
Shot by Kane, the shot pass by Kane bounced off the stick of Gavrikov, went up high, and it bounced off Talbot's chest. That's why he couldn't control that rebound. That was a smart non-shot by Shane Gostisbehere. For Larkin won that draw cleanly. He hung on the puck. He was looking for a grade A scoring chance, and the Wings got it and took the lead.
And more importantly, the Red Wings still have a power play for a minute and 35. That's the time remaining in the minor penalty to Trevor Moore. 2-1 Red Wings. Here comes DeBrincat over the blue line. Pushes it to Kane, who goes after the puck in the corner. Swiped it around the boards, and it came out to center ice. The Red Wings have to regroup in the neutral zone. 2 goals in the game for Dylan Larkin. 2-1 Detroit.